Hey y'all, I'm Kelsey Kalor. This is my astrology channel and I've got a lot to uncover with y'all this month. So here on my astrology channel, I update you about all of the currents that are going on in astrology, giving you updates about what's happening every week, every month, and we've got a lot to uncover this month in July. So stay tuned. In the meantime though, go ahead if you are new to my channel and if you want to get more updates and if you like what you hear today on this video, go ahead and like and subscribe so that you can get the latest predictions and insight about what's going on in our current energy and frequencies and what's likely to occur in our surroundings and our experiences. So I know what you're thinking. Once again, I changed my hair. So yes, ma'am, this is my real hair. Nobody believes me when I first got my hair done, but I'm normally switching up my hair color, my hair length, my hair whatever. If you like it, go ahead and click the like button. And if you just want to see my pretty face, then subscribe. I notice every time I get a new color or something, everybody's like, oh my God, yeah, I like this color. This is your color. Honestly, when I had blue hair, I felt like I liked the blue the most. But then when I switched it up to the pink and purple color, everybody was like, oh yeah, this is your color. This is what I see you with, like this is it. And then now that I have blonde hair, everybody's like, okay, this is perfect. This goes with you. It goes with your attitude, everything. So I don't know, but I'm feeling the blonde. I always love blonde and I think blonde forever. What I find interesting about hair is one little detail I'm about to drop is that I notice is I feel like whenever you wear your natural hair, just, you know, it doesn't have to be in its natural state, but, you know, guys can tell when you're wearing your natural hair or it feels like it's your natural hair. And it seems like whenever I do, I attract more quality men than whenever I wear a weave. But that doesn't stop me from wearing my extensions, my wigs, or nothing, because I mean, I'm an artist. I'm gonna express myself however I feel that day, depending on my mood. But yes, I respect that natural hair is a lot more respectable and it feels more freeing. Yeah. But honestly, I do feel a lot lighter and better in my own hair, especially being in the South. Like, honestly, it's braids season. It's the summertime and black girls can't really wear their hair straight, especially if their natural hair is straight and they have no perms. It just won't work. So it's either braids or wigs, but it's too hot for wigs, so you might as well go for braids or just, you know, I don't know. Anyways, enough with the chitter chatter. I don't usually chitter chatter, but I mean, I'm into hair and, you know, I gotta move these bangs out of the way so I can read my notes. So I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm going to make content for each and every event that's happening rather than just giving y'all the entire list of what's going on through the month in one whole video. That way, if y'all wanted to look for a certain theme in astrology, then y'all will be able to find it through, you know, my channel and my list by the title. So moving on. All right, so we have Neptune going in retrograde, and that is today, July 2nd. Neptune is a very interesting planet. It's a very artistic planet, I would say. I would say pretty feminine in its way. Maybe not literally because it pertains to everybody and anybody that's masculine, but Neptune represents your psychic placement, your intuition. It represents art, vision, how you visualize things. Wherever Neptune falls in your astrology chart, it would basically describe how you express yourself artistically and how you perceive something. When a planet goes in retrograde, it's a moment where a planet is reversing itself. So it's basically backtracking its steps. And I'm using personification. So really, I mean us. We're backtracking our steps in whatever the subject is. So in this case, with Neptune going in retrograde, what this means is that you're going to have to undergo reperception of things, how you perceive something, things that you might have sacrificed or that you might have had an illusion or an idea or a belief built up on. You might want to retrace your steps because now the illusion doesn't even have a strong point at this time anymore, while Neptune is going through retrograde July 2nd to December 7th. So that's a long time. Also, Neptune is about how you create something. So this is a time for recreating. Whatever you had a idea placed upon, this is your time to recreate it. And I know that I'm speaking very vaguely, but that's basically what Neptune is about. I'll break it down for you later. But if you're following me, okay. If you're not following me with what I'm saying, then hang in there. Also, Neptune retrograde is about reconnecting to our intuition. So to break it down, 2 years ago, when Neptune was in retrograde, I discovered a new religion and I decided to practice it a little bit. I remember that I was starting to receive ideas about what my newfound religion might be. So in this time between July to December, we might discover new routines, new rituals, new practices, and reconstructing or recreating our beliefs. So Neptune retrograde, this is where we're going to be reevaluating our values and beliefs. Like I said, we're going to be questioning it and their fundamentals. We may even realize discomfort with our current life path and begin seeking a new direction aligned with our authentic selves. And that's what's important. I learned recently that, and I know I should have learned it recently, but you got to choose yourself. If you want to survive, if you want to be happy, honestly, this is the perfect era for doing you. So that's big T. That's big T for the collective, for society. That's like one of the main life's ingredients that it's teaching us right now. Do you, boo. You're also going to be confronting some illusions that you might have had. Duh, you don't know that you have an illusion, but this time Neptune is basically going to rip that filter off of your eyes and make you see things clearly for what they are. So whatever you've built some false beliefs on, you're going to be discovering the truth about it. Like I said, this time exposes illusions, deceptions that have been clouding your perception. And like I said, this is a moment for exploring your spirituality, to engage with new spiritual practices, philosophies, and beliefs. You also may find yourself more receptive to mysteries or the unseen things, like seeking a deeper connection with divine energy. And the best way to navigate Neptune's retrograde is being honest with yourself. If you are a dreamy person or a person that slips into fantasy very easily, illusions, this could pertain to people who are artists, who are just heavy daydreamers, who work in fantasy-driven careers, acting, anything like that. Beware, because you have to balance yourself by being honest with yourself. And honestly, there's a lot of beauty in honesty too. So this means that you want to try to acknowledge and confront your true feelings and desires. You want to trust your intuition, rely on your intuition. This is where your gut feeling and your mind will fight with each other. And I deal with it sometimes, but if your gut feeling is nudging you, that is called your intuition. And what I say to a lot of people in my conversations is that your intuition is going to be right 100% of the time, and your mind is not going to be accurate 100% of the time, because your mind can manipulate things. Also, get guidance. If you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like everything is too obscure for you, go ahead and do some research, do a lot of navigating and seeking. Also, this energy is about embracing new experiences. So there's potential for personal growth, going out of your comfort zone, opportunities for self-discovery. You also want to do a lot of self-care. Now that Neptune, the planet of fantasy and illusions and confusions, but dreams and your bright ideas, balance yourself a little bit by doing some self-care. So you can be feeling a little drained emotionally and energetically. So prioritize self-care practices so that you can maintain your well-being. You want to get some good rest. You want to eat some healthy foods. You know the drill. You're an adult, okay? We got responsibilities like that. So with this Neptune retrograde being in Pisces, that means that all of the mutable signs will be strongly impacted by this retrograde. And the mutable signs in astrology, zodiacs, mean Gemini, Sagittarius, and Virgo, and of course Pisces. It doesn't mean that they're the only signs that's going to get impacted, which everyone else will. It's just that all of the mutable signs are strongly impacted. So with the combination of retrograde, with it being in Pisces from July 2nd to December 7th, we're gonna be confronting some delusions. Because Neptune is one of the giant planets in our solar system, this wouldn't be such a vivid, chaotic, loud transition. Rather, it's going to be a long and gradual process that happens. So it's not going to be bold changes happening in your eyes. It's going to be an evolution of changes happening, passively. But its impact is still special because Neptune, just like all of the other giant planets, it impacts our generations. Neptune is a planet that's all about dreamy vibes and beautiful illusions and fantasies and creativity. And honestly, that's the world that I like to live in. Who doesn't? Okay, some people don't. And honestly, y'all are missing out. However, now that Neptune is going through retrograde, this means that we're able to discern reality from fantasy and find clarity now. Confusion or illusions that we've ever had within our beliefs or our faith or our psyche will be cleared throughout these 5 months. So if Pisces or Neptune have a valuable place in your chart, like if you are a Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising, or other important aspects in your natal chart that are placed in Pisces, this could very well impact you. Also, if Neptune is in a very special house in your chart, of course, this is a good time to be very vigilant, consistently be vigilant, and reach out to be realistic as possible with yourself. So if you're met with something that seems too good to be true, definitely, definitely do your research. Don't go back into your bad habits where you're just like, oh, everything's just gonna work out itself, and I'm just this lucky person. But like sometimes, the metaphysical world balances with the physical world. So that's all for Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Let me just summarize and recap. Be very vigilant about being realistic about your decision making. And if you have this huge urge that's letting you know that the truth is being unveiled to you, don't ignore it. If you are the type of person that likes to fall into fantasy, if you like to do drugs, if you like to do a lot of escaping, and on the positive note, if you like to do a lot of being a flower, being a wanderer, this is probably not the strongest time to rely on your flowing instincts right now. So take advantage of being realistic. I know it sounds so adult, but you can still have fun, okay? Still have fun. Anyways, I hope that this was amazing for you. If you want to know exactly where Neptune retrograde is happening in your chart, what it's unveiling for you, what message it's trying to lay down for you, then hit me up through DM on Instagram or email. All of my information is in the link below or in the tabs below. Go ahead and click on them, reach out to me for a reading.